This is the exact same type of woman that praised Kevin Samuels' death. They marched up and down the street because the man that held them accountable, or the man that put a mirror up in their face and told them to look at themselves, their actions and behaviors, now cannot continue his route to continue to restore power to men because he's not here with us anymore. They laughed, they jeered, they celebrated during his funeral, because behind that pretty smile, there are women that will do the most ugliest things. She's a demon woman. She has a damaged soul. Women like this are vultures, but it's up to you, young men. It's up to you, MT Army, to identify these harlots sooner rather than later. Shit, at the end of the day, I wouldn't even recommend getting butt from these young women. Don't let them in your house. Shit, don't even let them know where you live. So the young traveling international TikToker has officially responded to the video that I just recently uploaded about her in utterly the most ridiculous fashion you can imagine. So I wanted to bring you guys through her most recent response, but do understand this before we get into the content, okay? The purpose of me doing this content is simply to teach a lesson. That's what I do up here. It's not to talk to her. There's no reason to do that. We're on completely different levels. But I do think that there's so many lessons to be learned off of watching the public image and or behavior of how these women act. Not only to teach the young men why you should be avoiding, like the plague, these young demon serpent women, but also how to identify the good women out of a sea of not good women, but then also talking to the young women and continuing to demonstrate behavior that is marketed to you as valuable, but having no value to you in the long term. Now, what is it that I am speaking about? Well, I just uploaded this video a day ago and damn, got almost 200,000 views. Hold on, gotta like my own video. Mama used to tell me, if you don't like your own stuff, who's gonna like it? Hello. Nevertheless, within this video, I was going over the young woman's response to me after she received criticism, after showing a multitude of men, some of which she recorded with hidden camera, but showing her audience who she's been dating in this sort of like bragging that she can pull international men as if it is a badge of honor. So what was the follow-up to the video filled with her bad language and filled with her sign language and filled with her lies? Well, shout out to my Instagram because I received a screenshot of within my comment section. With what she wrote here, you begin to understand and unpack, unravel the degree of hurt that the truth within my video gave to her, but then also you understand the degree of unaccountableness within her, but then also the demon witch-like Jezebel spirit that guides her. Edited one day ago, and again, I'm not gonna include her name up in here. This is not free promo day. I'm just gonna continue to make money off of you and not vice versa. Let's go. Truthfully, I think you have a cult and you are a man that cannot get a decent woman's attention. So you recruit other men to follow your poor rhetoric, as I have stated. Hey, mama, you are entitled to your opinion. So your opinion is your opinion. If you think so, then okay. At the end of the day, make as many videos as you want. I respect your hustle, and I'm honored that I can be of help. Well, but what you're doing is not something that should be honored by any woman ever. Should you need any more content, you know where my page is, since you continue to visit it. Hugs and love, honey. Her attempt to appear unbothered is so damn cringy. You only have to answer to one person at the end of the day, and it isn't me. God bless you, and God bless everybody in the comments. I pray you get delivered from hatred, and I pray that you find a woman to love besides your mother. Ma'am, first off, what God are you referring to? I find it incredibly disrespectful that you think that you can leverage God's will to shame people. I doubt that God's will is for you to be sharing your bedroom activities online. It's weird to me that women like this don't see the issue with that or the irony within that. You see, because what you are doing is embarrassing. And I know if I had a young girl that was demonstrating herself like this publicly, then the exact feedback that I gave on my previous 2 videos, you would hear in private. But you posted this publicly, so you need to hear it publicly. But you guys are beginning to see the level of hate that she has. So my guess is I don't know what she edited within it, but I'm going to take a guess and say that she came back later on still angry of all the truths that I exposed about her. And then she edited in the following, because right here she said peace, which usually means that you're done with your comment. But then she went on. What most people don't know is that when you have a YouTube page, you can see the total amount of comments that each page makes on your account. And last I looked yesterday, there was 12. But she follows up, and I was also told that you had cancer. No one told you, mama. No one from your audience watches me. You went down a rabbit hole. Hopefully you learned something within that rabbit hole that can aid you within your life. In your manhood. Yes, testicular cancer 2 years ago. And for everyone on the channel that's wondering, I've been getting cancer screens once every couple of months, and I've been 100% clear of any cancers in my body since that initial diagnosis. But she writes, tragic, and oh, the irony. Again, trying to point out that somehow my battle with cancer is somehow related to my inability to get women, which is related to me being an incel content creator, which is related to looking at her content and saying, you could do better. Hope you could put some of the money away in the instance that it comes back. Guys, first off, you must understand that when I receive comments like this, as someone who's been doing content for as long as I am, there is no tie or emotional connection to negativity within your comment section. You have to develop this muscle if you want to become a creator. What you begin to tie it into is, shit, how can I make some damn content off of that? Ergo this video. But here's what I wanted to say about this and women like this, okay? Because this is the exact same type of woman that praised Kevin Samuels' death. They marched up and down the street because the man that held them accountable, or the man that put a mirror up in their face and told them to look at themselves, their actions and behaviors, now cannot continue his route to continue to restore power to men because he's not here with us anymore. They laughed, they jeered, they celebrated during his funeral. They created live streams, they created pictures, memes, videos. They tagged their best homegirl friends because the king was dead. Now, we've gone over the diabolical level of modern woman that their mindset has to get down up into to hate somebody so much that they've never even met before. And it impacted me so much as a content creator because it really helped me understand how messed up the dynamics between men and women in society are today. But gentlemen, listen to me. If you're in the States, if you have not chosen to be a passport bro and look for a woman, a broad, and you find yourself in the West around women, you have to understand and disambiguate these type of women from the type of women that truly understand the purpose of men, value men, and want to remove the feminist programming from their mind so that they can inevitably end up in fantastic relationships with men. Women like this are too far gone. And it's a damn shame because so many of them are half decent, right? They're half attractive. But as men, we must understand that you cannot take a pretty face or a pretty smile and then become weak because of that. Because behind that pretty smile, there are women that will do the most ugliest things. I'm sure there's not a person within my audience or a person that you know that has not been impacted by cancer, whether it was them personally or a family member or a friend. We've all felt that the degree of hopelessness during that diagnosis. But you must understand that women like this exists. And it's not up until their backs are up against the wall, they face a little bit of confrontation that they will try to sign language you into extinction. They will do anything that they can to hit below the belt, to dig down deep. They will destroy your things. They will take your kids away, all in an effort to win because their egos are so damn massive. When they go low, we go high. That has been your lessons for today. Hopefully you guys have learned something new, or I've given you a little bit perspective on the evilness of some of these modern women today. No wonder she's so comfortable when putting these strangers, these random men, up on her TikTok and utilizing it for likes. She's a demon woman. She has a damaged soul. Women like this are vultures, but it's up to you, young men. It's up to you, MT Army, to identify these harlots sooner rather than later. Shit, at the end of the day, I wouldn't even recommend getting butt from these young women. Don't let them in your house. Shit, don't even let them know where you live. Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. I feel like I had so much to say else within this video, but I actually have an appointment I gotta get to. Guys, let me know. Should I continue to go back in? Let me know. And write your own lessons down below so that the rest of the MT Army can continue to learn from the platform. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.